Welcome back, everyone. It was last year, about this time, that I did an interview with Fresh Air Fund, and it just really stayed in my mind. It's an incredible organization. So we invite them back again. And joining me today is Jaime DeLong, who's a volunteer for the Fresh Air Fund, Jahnyse Wilson, who takes part in the Fresh Air Fund, and Kylie Potter, who is Jaime's daughter. Did I get that right?
You got it right.
I got it right, good. Welcome, all of you. It's very nice to have you here. Jaime, I'm just going to lay the framework with you about Fresh Air Fund. Tell us about Fresh Air Fund. When did it start, and what's its mission?
So the Fresh Air Fund actually began in 1877 as a way for getting inner city kids out of the city. And typically these kids are coming from families that might not be able to otherwise get them out of the city for vacations, retreats, etc.
Got it. And there is a vetting process, of course, and you apply and you interview families and things like that, right? Yep.
So any family that's interested can go online and apply at freshair.org, and that begins the application process. And beyond that, then, I would maybe come out and interview you or another area representative.
I've got it. Okay, so that takes care of the facts. End of story there, because the real story here is the relationship that the three of these have. If you ever really want to know how beneficial this is or how well it works, Jahnyse would be the person to talk to. Now, you live in the Bronx, right?
Yes.
I've lived in New York City for many, many years, so I definitely know the Bronx. And outside of maybe going to the zoo or the botanical garden, seeing what the country is like up here is a completely different experience, isn't it?
Yeah, it's incredible up here.
Yeah, it is. So tell me about it. What's it like? This is your third year with this family, right?
Yes.
Okay. So how did it start?
Well, at first, my mom spoke to her coworker about the Fresh Air Fund, and she found out information. She came to me and asked me if it was okay, and I said yes, and I really wanted to do it and try something new and get off of the couch instead of just watching TV.
Yeah, I hear you. And so now when you came up here, what surprised you?
Well, a lot of things, like the lifestyle that they live. Like, there's a lot of houses, and in New York City there's like buildings, and it's really loud, and down here it's like, up here it's quiet.
And so now you met 3 years ago, so if I'm doing the math correctly, you were around 10 years old or so, and you were around 12?
13.
13. And so over the course of the 3 years, you've become really close friends, haven't you? What's it like?
It's like having a sister around. It's like a half-sister. She's like family to us.
What kind of activities do you do when Jahnyse is up here?
Well, it's the winter right now, so we go skiing and tubing and sledding and stuff like that. But in the summer, we go rafting and rock climbing and hiking.
Well, that's a lot different than living in the Bronx, isn't it? And now I know that you have, you're very outdoor-ish, right? You're involved with whitewater rafting and hiking and all kinds of things like that.
Yes.
So what was your feeling when Jahnyse showed an interest in that?
It was very exciting for us, but I was a little bit worried that we might have exhausted her that first week, that we had her that first summer, because every day it was just an expedition to go do something fun and exciting. But she wanted to come back up the next summer, and we can't imagine not having her up every summer and winter now.
I just think this is wonderful at so many levels. Now, traditionally, we're in the middle of winter, which I probably don't need to remind you of, but the first time you came up was in the summer, then you came up another summer, but now it's the middle of the winter and you're coming up here. So you really are becoming part of this family, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what do you want, school break?
Yes, right now I'm on school break.
Okay, so you're back up here doing skiing and stuff like that. So as you can see, these relationships, they build over time, don't they, Jaime?
Yeah, it's incredibly rewarding for us. Kylie and I are a small family unit, just the two of us for a while, and now we have a third family member. Jahnyse's mom, Denise, has actually asked if I would be her godmother. We text throughout the year, talk on the phone, and yeah, it's amazing.
Again, so when you go out together, what's it like?
It's fun because I can just talk about her stuff. I'm really close to my mom, but I think I'm even closer with her now because we have a more similar age and we have similar interests. So like if there's like something that I like in a store, like I can talk about her with it, and like later we'll be like dreaming about it. It's really fun.
That's very well said. Now look, they need host families, and it's only a week or a 2-week really commitment during the summer. And just think about the opportunity that you're giving a child from another part of the state, more of an urban setting, to come up here and really experience what it's like to be up in upstate New York. You know, I'm a transplant from downstate New York, and I know it's so different up here, you know, from the city, right, Jahnyse?
Yeah.
And it's just wonderful to be able to give a child that sense of, hey, the world is a lot bigger than a couple of city blocks, right? Because that's what you always feel like in New York. And you're very fortunate, all of you, to know each other. So there's an application process. You can go to freshair.org. It's only a 1-week or 2-week commitment. You'll get interviewed by Jamie or someone, another volunteer.
Correct.
There's an application to fill out to check interest and compatibility and a lot of just things that you would want covered in terms of safety and all those issues, right?
Correct, yeah. So the transportation costs are covered by the Fresh Air Fund, as well as insurance for them while they are up here. So that's, you know, peace of mind. And it doesn't have to be a big expense. Just having them come up and hang out, go on a picnic, go to the park, that's, you know, you don't have to be doing, you know, some incredible activity each day. Just, you know, making that bond is really
Well, you know what? I think
important.
that's true. You're not tour guides. You know what I mean? You really are just opening your heart and opening your door to someone. And as you can tell from these 3 ladies, you become an extended family, which I think is the key to all of it. Well, it's very nice to meet all of you. Thank you for coming in. Are you going skiing today?
Yes.
You are?
Yep.
You can't do that in the Bronx either. Good. Well, have a great time, and thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, you're welcome. To see this interview again, you can head to our website, looktvonline.com.